References are a way for admissions staff to gain insight from an education professional about an applicant's suitability for a course. Universities and colleges will want to know about the academic ability and interests of each student and how their current skills will enable them to thrive at university. As a referee, it's important to make sure you're familiar with the student, as well as the subjects and courses they're applying for, as well as thoroughly reading their personal statement. Some information about the school is useful, as long as it is relevant to the application. Also include the academic and personal achievements, which should support the positive elements of the student's application. Include any discrepancies which may explain a differentiation between predicted and final grades, for example an illness or other personal circumstance. A final sentence to give a suitable reflection on the student can support your reference. It's sometimes possible to gain more specific insight into what an institution is looking for through their website, prospectus, or entry profiles on the search tool found at ucas.com. Once you've completed your reference, attach it to the student's application and keep a copy for your records.
References are important in marginal cases, but they're used in nearly all applications. For instance, in our creative arts and our professional courses, our admissions tutors will be looking for the reference to provide information on the applicant's practical aptitude and abilities, things that we can't get just from the qualifications, and we might want further verification beyond what the student says in their personal statement. For marginal cases, yes, they are vitally important and they can make all the difference between getting an offer or the offer of an interview. A comprehensive reference should include something about each subject area being studied, with a particular focus on the one that's going to be taken to undergraduate level. Also, it's very helpful to have things that the applicant can't easily put in their personal statement. So that may be difficult circumstances they've experienced, such as bereavement, illness, maybe financial difficulties, things that have impacted on their studies that they can't easily tell us themselves.
In a reference, we're looking for an accurate and an honest appraisal of the candidate's ability to succeed and excel on the course that they've chosen. And we do look at every one, so they're used for every application to higher education, and they give us a lot of information about the applicant that we wouldn't get in other parts of the UCAS form. The reference is an opportunity for advisors to tell us more about that particular candidate. So beyond what their predicted grades are, which elements of the curriculum or the syllabus has that student really engaged well with? And using specific examples really makes a strong reference and will set it apart from a normal reference. It's really important that referees are honest and give an honest opinion and reflection of that student's abilities, capabilities and potential. And that's because it doesn't do anyone any favours if that student comes along to the university and then isn't able to cope with the level or the complexities of the particular course. There's always a balance to be struck as to how much information about the school should be included. But what admissions tutors really want to see is information about the student. Real and concrete examples of how that student has performed are the most powerful thing to put in a reference. So beyond bland, generic terms such as this student was really good at chemistry, or this is one of the best students I've taught in maths, tell us why.
To my mind, the most important parts of the reference are the context that gives an idea about how staff should read the student's attainment. Secondly, this is an academic application for an academic course, and so the academic area has to be the most important. Staff can make detailed comments on the skills and the performance of students in their subject, and that's what I expect to see in a reference. I also expect them to make comments that show the student's potential, and that's where their enthusiasm and self-motivation really come to the fore. We're also going to be looking for students to take on to higher education particular areas of work that are outside of the classroom type environment, which are really going to enable them to excel.